All right, about 48 again today. All right, this is day 27. Recently, I've been working on a lot. I've been trying to focus on my creativity and the things that I'm passionate about, because ultimately that's all life really is, I think, is the things that you are in love with and the things that matter most to you, like family, like health, like sanity, and my health and my sanity and my family and my friends and the relationships I'm in and my art, they're all entangled into just things I'm in love with. And creativity has been a huge one of those things recently. And the past couple months, I started a book, and I tried to figure out how to make art for that book. And I now have made canvases of the art I've made for the book that I'm writing. And as well as that book, in the last few months, I've also started an Instagram page where I post 26 challenges every month for the parkour gym that I go to, and I post them for anybody to try. And this last month, again, I've been continuing my video project of my last 10 years of my athletic career. And on top of that, I'm doing this, and that's something that I guess you could call creativity, because this is a part of me. This is actually a really deep part of me, because this is turned into a journal every day. And recently I've been struggling with realizing that everything I do is certainly fueling the fire and the flame within my heart, and the book and the art and the monthly challenges and getting to train there more often and editing this video and having 3 other videos that I want to make down the line, maybe 4. I feel much more in tune with the person that I am inside. And it's been hard recently because it feels like I'm putting so much effort and work and time and energy into these things, and it's so necessary. And I mentioned yesterday how I want the work that I do to pay me back. And I failed to mention how it absolutely is paying me back, because I feel so alive. And that's so important, and that's why people want to be alive, is to do things that make them feel alive. But it is hard when I put so much in and I'm still struggling to figure out how I'm going to pay rent in the next couple of months. And ultimately, all of the time that I put into all of these creative endeavors, it's not going to keep this roof over my head if I continue to spend as much time as I am on these creative outlets. And it's hard. And like I said a couple days ago when I was talking about self-confidence, it's hard to feel like the work that I put into my creativity and the things that I'm passionate about are worth being paid for, I guess. But at the same time, I also have to admit that I'm putting in a lot of hard work, and there is valid frustration and difficulty in spending so much of my time and energy on things that aren't going to keep my life sustainable. And ultimately, I'm going to have to figure out how to spend money more wisely on food, and how to save money more wisely for my car payments and for my rent. And it's hard. And again, I know I'm so blessed in so many ways, but it just is something that's difficult to take in and process all at once. And my fear of letting my creativity and my flame die just so I can keep this apartment that I live in, just so I can keep my car, just so I can stay well fed. It's difficult. And there's a part of me that knows that I can still figure it out. And there's things that I can compromise, and there's a long list of unnecessary things that I can sacrifice so I can keep this life that I have. But it's just, ultimately it's just true that I'm scared to lose my creative flame, and I'm scared to lose the things that mean the most to me. And I'm scared that it will have a domino effect on all the other things that I love and all the other things that mean everything to me. And if I have to sacrifice time that I spend doing the things that I love and being creative in all the ways that I have been recently, I'm scared that it will put me in a bad mood, and I'll push my family away, I'll push my friends away, I'll push my relationships away, and I'll lose interest and I'll lose happiness in my creative passions and in my health, and it's scary. And I want to have hope that everything I'm doing is going to pay off. And like I said, it already is, because I'm the happiest I've ever been. And I look around and I see canvases that I made, and I take a look at the book that I started writing, and I watch the 20 minutes of the video I'm making that's only halfway done, and I think about the projects that I have in mind for the future, and I can't help but just feel ecstatic at how happy and proud I am of myself for putting that much of myself out into the world, and how much I have planned to put out into the world. And that's equally as important as having somewhere to live and a car and food to eat. But I'm definitely at a crossroads, and I'm coming to a crossroads pretty soon of needing to figure out how I'm going to get by and how I'm going to keep my creativity alive. And as scary as it is and as hard as it's going to get, I know that I have to find a way. And if this cold water has taught me anything, I think I will find a way to be okay. And I think that's it for today. And we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. and we'll catch up tomorrow. But until then, have a good night and peace.